Okay, that went well. Hello everyone and welcome back. This is the start of Endelss. Let's see how it goes. Okay, we have a non-working waypoint. We have 3 skill points. We're going a miner, so let's go up there. Probably not going mines immediately. So what have we got in our inventory? All of the uniques. I'm going to use the shield. I'm going to use the 1 for now. Might use hatred later off the claw. Okay, let's go to the first point. It's pretty mana heavy. Keep wanting to use a movement skill. Ow, these hurt. Really badly, actually. Okay, that went well. Don't worry, this isn't a playthrough. Okay, so that didn't go very well. And to be honest, the first 10 levels of Delve didn't go very well. It got a little bit better at level 4 once your movement skill allowed you to jump out of packs before you got stunned or frozen. But there was still a fair amount of stun and freeze. I think the first 10 levels of the Delve could have quite happily been skipped. We could have started at level 10 and it would have been much smoother. I also felt that some of the uniques were a little imbalanced. The shield was absolutely amazing and I'm still using it now, but the wand I replaced within a couple of levels because it just wasn't that good. For unique, I would have expected better. Although maybe that's because it's a mine and most of the items had on hit and on kill and you don't hit and kill. At level 12, I switched over to Icicle Mine. This is where things started to feel a lot better. I was clearing, I wasn't dying as much, so things were feeling pretty good. On top of that, I also started to get my first stashes of dynamite and flares, which was very good, so I didn't have to buy them. And I also remembered to actually use the voltaic generator, situated right behind me, to start upgrading. What was kind of annoying, but wasn't the fault of the game, is it kept telling me how far behind I was of everyone else. And again, I'm not that bad. About 7 minutes into the Endelss Delve, I was called to work to solve some problems, and by the time I came back, I was over an hour and a half behind, so not an amazing feeling. One thing I do like about the game, I like it and I dislike it. So I like the crafting. I got a lot of fossil stuff throughout my first day, but also just normal crafting. Something you don't really do very often anymore, because you tend to just buy it. And I don't really play solo self-found outside of practicing for the next league or something like that. So this is very different. I normally just buy what I want rather than create what I want. So that's the good of crafting. It just feels refreshing doing it all yourself and being forced to do it yourself, really. What I dislike is that you can't fix a single resistance by using your crafting bench. I really think that adding the crafting bench to Endelss Delve would just feel so much better. And then there's a big nerf they made in this. They nerfed Azaro. He's been so badly nerfed that he now doesn't even turn up to the fight, making the ascendancy just too easy. That said, I quite like that. Now, there is something I really dislike. Not the fact that they did it, just the fact that they didn't do it in a way that made it very obvious. So they give you the Katava debuffs of -30 and then another -30 later on in the game. The problem is, they only tell you this has been done in the chat area. Which is all very well and good, but I spent probably a good 10 minutes just dying over and over again until I realised that the whole cause of my deaths was the fact that my resistances were now in the toilet. This could have been avoided by a simple banner just to tell me, like when you kill Katava, you get that banner to say you killed Katava. That then forces you to look at chat. That just doesn't exist here, and so it's not a great feeling. Anyway, after fixing my resistances and getting my first ascendancy, I then switched over to Glacial Cascade, and everything felt much smoother. Things were dying, I wasn't dying very much. It felt much better. In conclusion, I don't think this has lived up to the expectation I had in my head of Endelss Delve. That said, I don't know quite what I was expecting, because this is Delve. I think it's just too much of a struggle for me, not being able to craft those little extras onto my items without the crafting bench. That said, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep pushing through Endelss Delve to see what I can get to at the end of the week, but I don't expect it to be anything mind-blowing. probably going to be very, very mediocre. Let me know what you think of Endelss Delve in the comments below. Does it live up to your expectations? Am I being overly harsh? And with that, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. You've been watching Altec2K. Thank you for watching.